The church bells tolled softly through the frosty night, each gentle ring echoing across the silent village, blanketed in newly fallen snow. Captain Elias Harding stood on the stone steps, shoulders hunched against the biting wind, and gazed down at the gathered congregation. Their faces pale and hopeful were framed by woolen shawls and flickering candlelight. It had been decades since he'd last heard bells on Christmas Eve, decades since he'd felt the warmth of home, rather than the chill of a battlefield. He recalled the first battle, the roar of musket fire, the acrid taste of gunpowder, how easily a life could slip away behind the smoke. And yet here he was, veteran still standing, his uniform threadbare, his medals long dulled. The sands of time had trickled through his fingers, like the days he'd spent far from loved ones, far from the simple joys of a peaceful heart. Tonight, in the quiet glow of stained glass windows, he would deliver a sermon, not the thunderous address of a proud soldier, but a humble reflection on life, on service, on kindness. He breathed in, feeling the heavy weight of conscience, then climbed the pulpit stairs. "Friends," he began, voice steady, though heart trembled, "we gather tonight to mark another year's passing. Many of us carry burdens, unseen regrets of words unsaid, kindnesses withheld. I know this pain well. I have spent my life measuring honor by battle. Won, medals earned, victories recorded. Yet I stand before you tonight, a soldier who understands that true service is quieter than the clash of arms." He paused, glancing at the alto-soprano choir, whose hymns wove through the rafters like gentle winds. "There is a tale of old soldiers in a wilderness," he continued, "who longed only to return home. They grasped their general's hand, letting him know that, though toothless from camp bred, their spirit remained unbroken. That image of faithful failure teaches us that the measure of life is not success, but steadfastness, to endure, with hands reasonably clean, to resist wrong, and to embrace mercy when we falter." A hush fell. Snowflakes drifted past frosted window panes, each flake unique, as if heaven itself had crafted them to remind us of the beauty in small things. "This season," he said, voice softening, "we are called not only to reflection, but to joy. The world outside may be harsh, hearts can grow weary, tables empty, yet in giving we receive. In mercy we find strength. In cheerfulness we practice humility. Let us not be stern, judges of our neighbor's pleasures, for envy is a bitter guest. Instead, let us share warmth, be it bread, candlelight, or simple kindness." He told of a young widow in a distant village who, despite her own grief, prepared a Christmas meal for orphan children, of a merchant who forgave a debt at Christmas dawn, sparing a family from ruin. These deeds, small as they seemed, resonated more deeply than any trumpet fanfare. "To live kindly and honestly," he concluded, "to make our families and friends happier for our presence. This is heroism. To face each day's struggles with patience, to untangle life's knots with a smile, is a greater feat than any battlefield exploit. We may fail repeatedly, but faithfulness, that undimmed ember, remains our truest victory." As the final carol rose, he descended the pulpit. In each eye he saw a flicker of recognition. The soldier's sermon had become their own story. Outside, the night was still, yet inside each heart, a lark sang its song, a promise that, at every year's end, we may gather strength to rise, undishonored, into another dawn.